Good morning. It is Thursday. Wanted to do another quick little update for you guys. So last video I did, I mentioned there was some good and bad news with my CT scan, and I was going in for an ultrasound of my kidney. So good news with that. Kidney is a simple cyst. I guess a lot of Americans have them. Not super complicated. They're not going to take my kidney out or anything like that yet. Although I guess they have to watch it. I'm more prone, I guess, to have kidney disease or, some other complications, diabetes and other things. So I really haven't been living a very healthy lifestyle for the last 32 years, and I guess I really need to start doing that. So some big life changes are coming down the pipe for me, and all good things, I guess. Unfortunately, I still can't get an answer from my doctor, my oncologist at Logan Regional Hospital, as to whether or not I'm in remission. He won't take my call, he won't call me back, and none of the nurses he puts on the phone with me can answer any of my questions. So I've made the decision to leave my chemo port in again until my next visit with the doctor, next CT scan, which is in December. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. I'm a little disappointed. I really wanted to be done with this. My plan was to be over and through and in remission and on to, life by January, in less than a year. And that didn't quite happen. So it's okay. I'm going to keep pushing through. I'm back at work. But I will mention so a while ago, a couple of videos ago, I told you that my left hand was feeling numb, like loss of sensation. Not numb, I can feel stuff just fine, but it's weird. It's definitely a loss of sensation and more sensitive all at the same time. So it's like most times I don't feel anything, but then if I jam it into something or if I poke it or if it gets burned, it's like way more sensitive and it hurts a lot more. So I don't know what that is. And that was in my left hand. Like 4 videos ago I mentioned that, and now that has spread after my chemo. It didn't spread, and I didn't have it during chemo, but post chemo, it spread from my left hand now to my right hand and both of my feet, and they're both swelling a little bit. I think I'm retaining water. I'm not quite sure. Again, this kind of goes back to kidney disease, kidney problems, things like that. So I'm a little nervous. The doctors, they're being no help at all. I'm having to Google doctor all of this, and it's never a good thing, but that's kind of where I'm resorting to. I'm going to be getting a second opinion after this next CT scan. If this stuff gets worse, I'm actually going to call the Huntsman Cancer Center in Salt Lake City and get a second opinion from them, because Intermountain Cancer Center they're not very responsive, and they're not giving me any help anymore. So they were great at first. The team there is still great. All the nurses and the staff are awesome. They're great people. But at the same time, getting answers when you have questions or concerns is really difficult. And no one's being straightforward about anything. They're kind of dodgy. And so second opinion's probably coming down the pipe also. So anyway, that's the update. Saga continues. I had initially imagined that all my follow-ups would kind of just be routine and, oh, you're still good, keep going on, keep living life normally. Okay, great. But I guess the message here is that once you have cancer, there is no going back to the way life was before. The doctors all told me when I was getting my surgery and, when I got diagnosed, our goal is to get you back to living the life you lived before. And I think that can be a great goal. But I think realistically, you have to understand that your life is never going to be the same. Me personally, I smoked a lot of cigarettes. I didn't drink a lot. I wasn't a crazy drinker, but I enjoyed a good glass of whiskey or a good beer every now and then, especially when I'm camping. And now I have to really kind of rethink all of the actions that I've undertaken in the last 30 years and everything I want to do going forward and how I enjoy my life. And I just have to be more healthy and be more careful. It's nothing about my life is going to be the same, and It's not going to be as straightforward. It doesn't mean you're not going to have a great life. It just means you have to do things differently. So that's the message, I guess, with this. Good news, bad news. Ultimately, it's all okay, but you have to realize that, nothing's going to be the same, and you have to set your expectations accordingly and not expect to be the same person you were before you went through all of this. So, anyway, that's my update. I'm going to get ready for work. Work at a local market here now, so I'm going to go shower and get cleaned up and get about my day. Hope you all have a great afternoon. Thanks for following, and thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.